glad you were talking about the Vikings earlier because I'm going through a little bit of my own hair requirement. I'm not a Vikings fan. I'm a 49ers fan. So I've decided that until they win a game, I'm not cutting any hair, shaving. I know I look like crap. They play worse. So that's the thing. And speaking of that, people ask, though, like my students especially, they're, oh, why are you a 49ers fan? They suck. I'm like, good point. I say, I'm actually a Bay Area guy. A lot of people, I've told stories about being in Idaho, being in New Mexico, here in Fargo. But at home, I'm one of those little West Coast elitist, Bay Area snob little pieces of you-know-what. And I'm damn proud of it. I even have my San Jose Sharks tie on. So it's been about 10 years, though, since I lived in the Bay Area. I'm from a suburb called Fremont. It's right in between San Jose and Oakland. And we get the best and worst of both of those areas. But while I was living in Fremont, while I was growing up there, I worked at a movie theater back in the day. This is about over 10 years ago. A movie theater called Cinedome 7 West. We were pretty run down. We didn't have any digital signing or anything like that. In fact, my job was to climb up on the big marquee and put the letters in there, the letters that weren't chipped or anything like that. If the ladder was working, I say that because it wasn't broken. It wasn't in perfect condition. It was just like, okay, is it going to stay up? So compared to, say, the Edwards Theater, if Edwards is a B, we were a F-. Like, lots of rundown stuff, lots of stuff. But, so actually, technically, though, the theater was in the next town over called Newark. And Newark, if you ask Fremont people, was considered ghetto. And that's because Fremont's full of dweebs. Fremont's full of dweebs. So we would get like really bad, we didn't get good funding from the company or anything like that. Again, lots of old equipment. Our popcorn popper was probably from 1982, really old. But But we had some character there too, like all places that can be run down. We have some good characters. These are just just a rundown of some of my coworkers' names or what they went by. Bomb, John Joe, Big Mark, Little Mark, Castro, Mike Yo, and Spiffy Steve. And some stuff would go down there. There were drug dealers that would come and just hold their deals right behind our parking lot because they knew no one's going to come and watch it. We were the only ones there, and they were like, what are you going to do? It's like, good point. We would confront you, but never mind. So we would do a lot of stuff just to sort of kill time. There was one time some kids mouthed off to Mike Yo. Again, it's not just Mike, it's Mike Yo. So some kids mouthed off to Mike Yo. His first reaction is, do those kids is that those kids' bikes up there up front? I go, yeah, I think so. Spiffy, Castro, you got your wire cutters? They go in, cut the kids' locks, toss the bikes into a ditch. Hey, as far as I'm concerned, those kids were asking for it. You mouth off to Mike Yo, things are going to happen. So we had this, so this is our environment, drug dealers going outside, minor theft, things like that going on there. There was a stabbing once. That was pretty good. I wasn't there for that, though. And then someone once tried to hold us up, but again, I had the night off. And legend has it there once was a shooting. But again, this didn't, we never saw it, so what's the big deal? But there was only one time I actually got close to being arrested while I was living in Fremont or working in Newark. And that was one night after I just finished closing the theater. I was a manager. And my friend from Fremont, of course, Alan, called me up and says, hey, do you want to get Taco Bell? Sure, why not? I look even, by the way, so he comes to pick me up. I'm looking even more managerial than I look now. I had a maroon shirt on with a gold tie, slacks and everything. He pulls up in his mom's car, and It's really dark out because I'd shut down the lights and all that, so I actually couldn't even see him. I just talked to him and said, what's going on? He's reeking of tobacco, like usual. But it isn't until we get into the Taco Bell drive-thru that I noticed he has a ski mask on his head. And I'm like, what? Why do you have a ski mask on? He goes, oh, my head's cold. And Bay Area winter, 42 degrees. Yeah, real bitter cold. Thing is, too, he has the window open the whole time because he's smoking. So again, yeah, has a ski mask on, pulls up to the Taco Bell, tries to order. Taco Bell's not talking. He decides to go up, still with the ski mask on, pulls up to the window and is like trying to knock on their window. I'm like, man, you stupid idiot. Every little curse word in my head. And so he's trying to pull around. He's like, maybe Carl's Jr.'s open, which is right across the street. Before we can do that, cops come. Cops surround us. Do the classic thing. I'm thinking in my head, it's like, man, of all the ways I'm going to go to jail, because of this son of a bitch won't take his damn ski mask off. And they do every type of check possible, short of, no clothes on. But at one point, the Newark cops were not well received anyway. They were not well liked. But at one point, cop says, empty your pockets. I go to do it, and he goes, and another cop says, get your hands out of your pockets. Like, they're contradicting each other as they're yelling at me. They slam me onto the car hood and all that. And, of course, they're asking, so what were you guys planning on doing? And he's like, you look pretty suspicious with that ski mask. And they go, were you part of this too? He's like, I could not pick a less, a worse outfit for robbing a Taco Bell than my maroon shirt and gold tie and, obvious getaway shoes, my piece of crap Converse sneakers, whatever I had on. And they go, well, why'd you get in the car with them and all that? I go, I honestly couldn't see what he had on. And they go, I actually even had to show them that I worked at the movie theater. They had me check the keys and all that. So they eventually do let us go. I think they gave him a ticket. They let me go with everything, although they said that they're going to do another background check on me and that they'd be in contact with me if they find anything out. Okay. Nothing really to go off of. I got a lot of F's in high school. That's most they would be able to find out. I didn't drink in high school. I really didn't do anything too bad. But then Alan decides that he's going to try to sue the police department because he feels he was wrongly checked because it was a female officer, and apparently his days as a security guard, I forgot to mention, yeah, he's a security guard at this point. So he knows the proper technique, and he goes, no, she had her hands weren't curved or something properly to check me, so I'm going to try to sue them. And he's trying to get all this legal information, wants me to go see a lawyer with him. And that was one of those times where I'm just thinking, dude, drop it. We've got other shit to do. At least I do. But yeah, so whenever you hear people talking about the California, that's some of the real California. Thanks.